I am I am Toreba King ANTMAN. Actually, you know what? My name is Anthony. I don't even think I've ever really introduced myself. I don't know. I'd have to look at the first video, but um, I'm gonna talk a little about the Toreba app, and I'm also gonna be talking about the status of my channel, and some of the new updates that they have. Well, they're going to be implementing in the coming weeks. Okay, so for starters, let's talk a little about me. I have been playing this app since the beginning of 2019, and within that time, I think I've won somewhere around 100, 150 to 200 items on the Toreba app. And within that time, I've probably put somewhere around $400 to $500, half a grand into this app. And not all at once, luckily, but still, I've put a decent amount of money in. Now, most of the time when I was putting money into this app, it was because I refused to lose. I refused to lose an item that I was trying to win, and I felt like I was so close. I deserved to get it. So, I know I kind of fell victim to gambling, to to my gambling instincts, and a lot of times it was my own fault for putting the money into it, and I don't regret it because I love everything that I've won off this app. When I walk into this room and I see my cinnamon roll family over there, it brings a smile to my face. The ham taro as well, and I love it. I have always had a lot of positive things to say about the Toreba app, but there have been other things that I have not agreed with. There have been things that Toreba has done that I just didn't approve of, but I also felt like even though it was kind of scummy of them to do it, I it wasn't the end of the world. Like, for example, when I see them put up a machine that they know no one can win, and instead of taking it down, they leave it up for a few days so people can sink hundreds of dollars into it until eventually people wisen up and realize that it's a pointless venture and they have to make it easier. That is scummy. They knew what they were doing and they still left it up. That isn't right. And another thing is their shipping history. Like, for starters, they've switched over to a cheaper shipping company, and it can sometimes take somewhere around three weeks to 2 months to receive an item from Toreba. And admittedly, even though I kind of thought that's ridiculous for a prize that you pretty much sunk money into to win, I figured, the shipping is free, and I guess if you win enough stuff, it almost feels like a loot box in a way. Like, you can just be surprised whenever you get it, because despite all the stuff that I've won, I've always received it, and I give them credit for that. But what they're deciding to do now, I can't let it go. As of June 30th, 2021, they're making it so anyone who wins a prize using the free plays that you receive every day for putting money into the app, they are going to consider that an add-on prize. And for those who don't know, within the past 6 months or so, probably a little longer, they created a thing called add-on prizes where they would either make it easier to win some of their machines, and or they would make something really cheap to win. And as a result, you'd have a more likely chance of winning, but they wouldn't send it to you unless you either paid the $20 shipping, which is 20,000 TP, and that's $20 American, or you won a prize using TPs that you've acquired on the app. And I don't agree with it. I do not agree with that decision. People already spend a lot of money trying to win these apps, trying to win the games. And my whole channel is based off of I want to help you win without spending money. And if you have to spend money, it should be to win what you want. You shouldn't be sinking your entire paycheck into this app because the majority of the prizes that you're winning on here are not worth the shipping. I'll tell you this right now. There are very few prizes on the Toreba app that are truly worth a $20 shipping fee, as well as the money that you're spending trying to win it. Like, what's even the point? I can go on eBay right now and I can find 90% of the prizes that I've won. Now, granted, it's supply and demand, so some people might charge $30 or $40 for one of those cinnamon roll plushies. Just as well, somebody else might be selling it for $10. But if you're already paying $20 to have it sent to you, and you wanted to resell this, you would already be at a loss, because chances are you're not gonna get a reasonable amount for whatever prizes you win. And if you're like me and you just want to save the stuff, you still have to ask yourself, would it just be cheaper for me to go online, spend $15 or $20 for the prize plus a couple of dollars for the shipping and handling, and just have it sent to me as a guarantee, rather than sinking money into this app and not even having a guarantee on getting the prize that you want? There are a lot of shady crane game apps out there right now, like the one with the panda or the one with that fuzzy looking creature and the claw grabbing it. I'm not going to name names, but point is, you can tell that they're rigged because a lot of times you can't even win the prizes until you put money in. Or they'll let you win the first prize, but then until you sink money into it, and they'll require you to win 2 prizes, they're not going to give it to you. Or there are a number of things. I've seen a lot of these apps kind of throw little curveballs and tricks into getting people to put money in. And one thing that's kind of upsetting about that is a lot of kids play these. Like my little niece, she watches my channel and she also likes to play these games. And when she played one of the other ones and they required her to win 2, she put her money into it, and I think she spent a decent amount of money and still never got the prize. I mean, in fact, I think it's still in shipping. It's messed up. But point is, I've never had that problem with Toreba because they've always sent my stuff. But to require people to have it sent to you, I think is just scummy. It's scummy for the people who play this game. It's scummy for the veterans who have been playing this since 2016. And it's just insulting for anyone going forward, because you're literally just paying more than the price is worth for a chance to get something. And I don't agree with that. I just can't agree with it. So, going forward, until the Toreba decides to change their policy on this rule, I'm going to be basically calling it a break with my channel, because I don't feel like I can really help anyone to win without spending money. Like, that's not to say there's no chance of doing it. They've just increased the difficulty of not spending money on this app to an almost ridiculous point. Like, if you want to win on this app and not spend money, you basically have to go through the, what do they call it? You have to either download an app or do the surveys or do some of those, some of which don't even pay out. And so you basically have to I'll start over. To be able to get money, to be able to get a prize on here without spending money, You basically have to earn the Toreba points on there. Then somehow you actually have to win with the points that you just won. And then to even add insult to injury, they're still only allowing you to have your prizes sent for free every 7 days. Meaning, despite the fact that the machines are still difficult to win, that they're not allowing people to win your prizes with free plays, they're still only letting you send your stuff for free once every 7 days. And that is sad. It is really sad. It's still possible. Like I said, you can earn the points on here and you can still have it sent to you that way, but it is more work than it's worth. And since my goal from the beginning has been for my fans to be able to win the prizes and have them sent to you, I'm not going to endorse this app. I'm not going to endorse you putting your money into this to get something that isn't worth the price. Save it and... well, I just say don't do it. That's my opinion. But if you're a type of person that really didn't care about the prizes and mostly just wanted the challenge, and you have a disposable income that you're really not pretty loose and don't mind it, I say it's business as usual. But for the majority of my fans who are trying to win this app, spending the absolute least amount of money as possible, all I can say is don't waste your money on them. I wish I could end this on a positive note, but I've got nothing. I really got nothing. It bums me out. It really bums me out that they would do something scummy like this, and I guess I'm just gonna have to be happy with what I got. I guess I'll just have to figure out something else. Maybe I'll become Gardening King Ant-Man or Gaming King Ant-Man going forward. Like I actually have a side channel. I've endorsed some of my other stuff on there. I mean, it's something I mostly just post J-pop on, but it's not something I really took all that seriously. It's just kind of for fun. But if I end up making another channel, I'll put a notification somewhere as the latest video. But for now, Toreba King Ant-Man is officially retired. All I can say is I thank everyone who has even watched 1 minute of my videos. Because since I've started this, I went from a hardcore introvert that couldn't even speak in full sentences in front of people without blushing or hiding his face, to someone who can speak clearly, well, moderately clearly, considering how much stuttering I've been doing. Someone who can speak with confidence and about a passion, about something that they care about, that being the Toreba app. I think everyone who has ever taken a look at my channel and given me a chance, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you, and I wish I could continue this, but until they change the rule, I gotta call it a break. Money just is not that good for me, and I cannot afford to play a game where the prices don't even add up to the shipping. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here for me, and thank you for subscribing. If you want to unsubscribe, I understand. Honestly, if you do decide to stay subscribed, hopefully it'll keep you updated on whatever I choose to do next. And I'd appreciate it if you stay subscribed, but if you don't, I understand. Thank you for joining me in this journey, and I hope to see you again in the next project I decide to do. Thanks for being here.